Alright, back again here with another video. I wanted to show the Killer Instinct cabinet. It's 99% of the way done. I don't know if you guys recall when I got it, but it was a Street Fighter versus X-Men or something like that. And it was pretty torn up on the inside and outside, and there wasn't a lot of things that were in mint condition besides a little bit of the artwork. So I wanted to kind of walk around it and show you guys the finished product. The only thing that I'm missing right now is a marquee. I've grown not to like the reproduction marquees, so I've ordered for all my games the original Translite ones that sometimes have the bulb burn in this area from the bulb being there. You can see that the bulb is missing. It's just when you're playing the game and you don't have a marquee in there, it blinds you. So the bulb I took out. As you can see, everything's working. Game looks great. The monitor looks fantastic. It's got my Lexan on it that I have made here. Anybody that needs them, I still have MK1, MK2, MK3, MK4, Killer Instinct 1 and 2. NBA Jam I can have made. I can pretty much have anything made that you guys need. But regardless, it's got new Lexan, all new security screws all the way around, new buttons, new joysticks. I did get to salvage this control panel underneath. I removed the old Lexan and all the buttons and joysticks, and sprayed it down with some simple green and let it sit for about 20 minutes and then wiped it down and it looked like brand new. There's not a scratch or anything on it, so I'm pretty happy with that. The reproduction ones from Game On Graphics is pretty close to the original, but if you look at it side by side, it's just off a little bit. I like Scott's products. I think they're good. It fits good, and if you're in need of a new overlay, then obviously there's no other option. But I like to keep things, the metal overlay, the original one from the arcade. It's just, there's no substitute for it. I decided to do the blue T-molding again. I really like the way it looks, especially next to the Mortal Kombat cabinets. This is all that new bright red from Game Molding on eBay. So it just kind of looks really nice. It's just a good looking cabinet. A guy sent me this little instruction card about 2 years ago when I had another Killer Instinct, and I decided to make them. I just print them out, and then I also printed out the epilepsy warning. It's usually a little bit bigger, I think. I think the sticker is about this big, but I just cut it out. It looks fine for me. It looks really nice in here. And this I like because it kind of separates the monitor, the bezel, and the control panel. It's just a lot of blank space in there, and it just kind of adds something nice like the Mortal Kombats do. The instruction decal on number 2, number 3, and the number 1 I have in the other room. But the only real damage on this cabinet, I showed it before, is on the eye of the Killer Instinct in the front of the panel, right in here. It looks as though maybe this was painted black at some point, or somebody banged up against it, but this usually happens when you're trying to strip a cabinet. I've stripped enough of them, and when you get like the stripper on here, sometimes for some reason it attacks these light colors and it wants to peel them off. So unfortunately that's there. I haven't decided if I'm going to put that new Game On Graphics decal over the front or just leave it. Unfortunately with these games, the only thing that you really see when you have them lined up is this front panel here. So it kind of sucks that that's damaged. If I ever see an original dedicated control panel like this, again, obviously I'll buy it and replace it, and I'll just sell this one or keep it. I installed new coin door bulbs, repainted and refinished the entire front of the cabinet. There was a couple of holes drilled for like security bars. You can kind of faintly see where I filled it in here. I think actually I did a decent job, but I think this was a dent in the cabinet. I didn't see that until after I was done because it was raining the other day when I redid this and didn't see it in the light. Everything works. Put new coin locks in here. And like I said, the monitor looks great. The side cabinet looks pretty good. I'd say it's about a 9 out of 10. There's a few little scratches here and there that you guys saw in the other video. Like right in here in Spinal's ribs, there's a little piece of paint missing. I haven't touched it up, just haven't had time. The two things that I really concentrated a lot of time on that I'm pretty happy with is with all the restorations I'm doing, I've been taping off like Mike, your MK Arcade Source, has been doing or did on that open ice. So I taped this off with blue masking tape, the painter's tape, and then spray painted this a flat black, and then I lacquer coated over it with a clear coat. And I don't know if you can go back to the old video. I don't have the ability to go back and take a picture and show the old one and then show this, but it just looks 100 times better. I just need to go around the edge and just clean up a little bit of the bleed in right here. But other than that, looks fantastic. The other side is just as nice, if not better. Kind of see it in there. It just looks really nice. And then again, the blue T-molding, I don't know what it is on this machine. I just really like it. I don't really play these games a lot. That's the unfortunate thing about when you get these games. You get them and you start collecting the games. I don't play them as much. I play these games maybe once a week. I play the pinballs a lot more, but when somebody comes over, or when I want a hard day at work and I come home and I look at the games just lined up, and then I have the pinballs and the other games in the other room, it's just really cool to have them. So it's more of a collection. Although I do play the games and I'm fairly good at playing them, I don't really play them as often as I probably wish I could. I just don't have the time for it. But I just wanted to give you guys a final viewing of the Killer Instinct cabinet. Like I said, it turned out real nice. I'm happy with it. It's just lacking a marquee. The bulb does work. Like I said, it just blinds you to hell. But everything else is good. The only other thing I'm thinking about trying on this game, and I've talked about it before, is I finally figured out how to wire up LED buttons. And LED, what I mean is the light emitting diodes, the bulbs that go in these buttons, they're clear. So I'd add 12 blue ones and then 2 white ones, and they're illuminated from behind, and they have an LED in them, and it just kind of, at night, they kind of look like this. So I was thinking about trying on it. It goes to I think a positive 12 on your power supply, just one wire, and then a ground. So I might do that in the future. I've never seen one before. I've seen where people put, like the blue or red LED lights under the cabinet here or under here on the floor, and just kind of like the light comes down. Kind of neat looking, but then, you'd have one with all LEDs and then the other two look stupid next to it. So maybe at some point in time when I get either a bigger house or want to put these all back in the game room, I'll do, LED light bulbs on all the buttons, and then maybe some LEDs just to kind of spice it up and change it up the look. But overall, like I said, very happy with the project. I'm glad I got this. I got the cabinet itself, I think, for $200 or $250 on eBay, and then I paid the guy that I have deliver like $200 to bring it out. So I think I'm into the cabinet, maybe $500 after parts and restoration, paint, and all that crap. I had the PCB, I had the monitor, I had the Lexan. I actually had the buttons and joysticks from a previous project that I canceled. And really, the only thing I had to order was the T-molding and security screws. So pretty much, I think I'm into the game for like $500, which is a good deal. I haven't seen one of these on eBay or anywhere else for sale for quite some time. It seems as though people with the Killer Instinct 1 cabinets are really hanging on to them. KI2, there's a couple at auction this weekend. I might try to scoop one of those up just to have 1, 2 next to each other with the MK1, 2, and 3 and see what happens. But that's it. Just a final piece, final showing of this. Like I said, just the marquee and the bulb to go. And it's in the house, and I will not be selling this one. So don't ask to buy it unless I have another one for sale. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.